and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So now we are back with another video on this channel, and today's video will be really special because if you want to learn what are characters, so you need to see this video from start, because in this video I will be telling you that what are characters in Java, why we use this kind of data type in Java, what is the purpose to use character data type in Java. All the things we will be covering up in this video. So I hope you'll be enjoying this topic in which we will be learning about characters in Java. So remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so I can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. And lastly, share this video as well so more people can learn about these amazing things which we are covering up through our channel. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get dive into it. Here we are on the computer screen, and in the start I've told you that today in this video I will be telling you that what are characters in Java and how you can start with it. Actually, if we are starting with the character data type here, so why it is used. So actually, if we talk about that, the character data type here, so character data type is used to store a single character. The character must be surrounded by single quotes like A or C. So in A or C, which we have written A is capital and we have written A, and it is surrounded by single quotes. Remember, when you're starting with characters, so you need to add all the things in single quotes, so you can just call it as a normal character when you are working with Java. So what I'm going to do is, first I'll be opening my NetBeans IDE here, and after opening NetBeans IDE I will be adding all my codes in this so that you can have a more understanding that if we are starting practically these all things here, so how you can start with it. So normally we have created one main.java file in the previous video, so that's why we don't need to create the file again. And in the previous video I have told you that how you can start with boolean data type. So now today in this video I will be telling you about character, and character is also another type of data type in Java. You can just understand about this data type more by moving forward in this tutorial. Then if we just understand, if we are writing its examples of how you can create, so this is the character short form, or you can just say this is the character data type which we have created, and here I have written its short form character, and then I have written my character data type name as my grade. This is the variable name, and then in this variable name I have written my character value as B. You can give any of your value here of your character you want, but remember, like I've told you in start as well, when you are creating any character value, so for that you need to add these single quotes, or you can just surround your letter in single quotes so that you can count this value here, or you can just say this character value as character value. So for that you need to surround that alphabet or that number which you are writing here with these single quotes here. So now after doing these all things, what I have done here is, like, I have written system.out.println and I have printed this my grade so that I will be getting this B in my output. Then alternatively, if you are familiar with ACII values, you can use those to display certain characters. So it is saying me that if you are familiar with this ACII values, so you can use those you can use to display those certain characters here in this character data type. So if you want to display those certain characters here, so you can just use this my var1, and in which you can write any value you want. I have written 65 here. Then in my var2, another variable which I have created of this character data type, in which I have written the value as 66. Then in the third variable I have written the value as 67. You can give any value you want to, but I have written the values as 65, 66 and 67 in all the variables which I have created here. Then I have printed all these variables using println function so that I can get the output printed. Then there is also written one thing, a tip, and in tip it is written like a list of all ACII values can be found in our ACII table reference. So you can just check out this table reference if you want to learn more about ACII values, or if you don't know, because normally we have learned about ACII values in the previous videos as well. Then if we talk about what is a string, so basically string is an other you can say another type of character data type which we use in Java. So the string data type is used to store a sequence of characters text. The string values must be surrounded by double quotes. So if you're starting with a string is another type of data type which you can use in Java. But remember, when you are working with a string, so basically string only store a sequence of character which is called as text. You can use integer values as well by surrounding them in double quotes, but I will be preferring you when you're starting with a string data type. So for that you need to only use character values like text, and text should be surrounded by double quotes, so you can call it as a string. If I'm writing this hello world in double quotes, so it will be called as a string. And secondly, I am also using a string data type here with this you can say variable of greeting. So that's why this hello world will be called as another string value. And then this system.out.println in which I have written greeting. Then the last thing which is written here is the string type is so much used and integrated in Java that some call it the special 9 type. So this is a 9 type of a string which has been called by many people because it is so much used and integrated in Java. Then if we understand that what is a string again, so a string in Java is actually a non-primitive data type because it refers to an object. The string object has methods that are used to perform certain operations on strings. Don't worry if you don't understand the term object just yet. We will learn more about a string and object in a later chapter. Means there is one term called object in this string data type when you are working with Java because it is a non-primitive data type and it refers to an object. So this object term we will be understanding more about it in coming up videos, so that's why you don't need to panic about this object term which we have not understand in this video, because it is a term in which we will be creating a full detailed video that if you are starting with strings and if you are using this object term there, so what's the purpose to use it. Now what I'm going to do is I will be first of all just using this character data type here in my you can say NetBeans IDE to check if I'm using these data types here in my file here or in my Java class. So actually what output I'm getting. So what I'm going to do is I have created one character data type in which I have written my grade, which is a variable, and in this variable I have written the value as B. You can give any value you want. Then here I have printed this thing by using system.out.println in which I have written my grade. I will be printing this thing here, so I will be pressing right click on my main.java file, and if I run this, so you can just see the output we are getting is B printed because we are writing this thing in single quote. If I write this thing in double quote, so I will be getting an error because I will be, again I'm not using with single quote, so and I'm using anything with double quotes, it will be called as a string here. So we don't want that. We should be adding a string in our character data type because obviously when you are using a string in character data type, it will be giving you an error because string is another type of data type which you normally use in Java. So what I'm going to do is I'll be moving on to my Word document again, and now I will be just using these variables here. So these variables normally we have created again these all variables in my character data type. So again we have to print these all things here because we have used system.out.println here, so we don't need to add again anything. We can just normally run it, but before that I will be commenting out this thing because we have understand if we are printing this thing, so actually what output I'm getting. So that's why I will be commenting out this thing now, and after doing it I will be simply running this character my var 65, my var 66 and my var 67. These are the 3 type of variable which we have created in this character data type. So now I will be running it by pressing right click on my main.java file, and you can press shift and F6 as well, which is the shortcut to run your file here or to run your output. So I'll be running file here, and you can just see the first output we are getting is A, second is B, and third is C. And why we are getting all these things in separate line? Because we are using comma, and when you are using comma in character data type or in any data type, you will be getting one line space each. So that's why when I'm printing first variable I'm getting A, then I'm getting B, and then in third I'm getting C. So I am using character there, that's why I'm writing, that's why I'm getting A, B and C printed here. We are not getting any number value which we have added here like 65, 66, 67. We are only getting A, B and C. If I write here the value as 69 and if I print it here, if I run it, so now you can just see we are getting A, B and E here. Then if I write here in the place of 66 as 65, so I will be getting A 2 times. You will be seeing that if I run it here. Now you can just see we are getting A and E printed. So like this you can just use these all things here. So I hope you understand how we are doing it. If I write 66, 65 and 69, so now you will be getting again a different thing like B, A and E. So I hope you understand how we are printing all these things and how we are using these character values or character data type to get the output in our text or in alphabetical order. So that's the thing to use it. So I will be now moving on to my Word document again, and now we will be starting with a string data type. Like if I'm using string data type here, so actually what output I'm getting here. So I will be now printing this string greeting in which I have written the text as hello world surrounded by double quotes so that I can just make this hello world as a string value. So that's why I will be just writing this hello world in by surrounded by this double quotes. I will be copying this example now here, and after copying this example I will be moving on to my NetBeans IDE again, and I will be commenting out this character value here. After commenting out this character value, I will be moving down and I will be pasting this string greeting hello world which we have printed, and I will be pressing this tab here so that I can get a space After getting all these things, you can just see we have written one string, which is a string data type which we have written, and in this data type I have written my variable name as greeting, and in this greeting variable name I have written my text as hello world. But remember, when you are creating any string, you need to surround that string with these double quotes like I have done in hello world. I have surrounded this hello world text in these double quotes so that I can see this hello world is printed as a string. And how you can print it, just you have to press right click on your main.java file and you have to press run file here. After pressing run file, you can just see we are getting this hello world printed, means that it's working, and that's the way to print these all things, and that's the way to get the output. So I hope you understand. If we are starting with string variables, if you're starting with character data types, so actually what are the things which you need to understand and how you can start with it, and actually what's the purpose to use these string data types and character data types in Java. So if you have understand this video and if you enjoyed that how we can start with character data types in Java, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. So now I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java from start. So for today, goodbye.